over this summer session. But it's been a lot of fun. It's been hard, but it's been fun.
How are you feeling?
Does it help your game at all to be able to assess maybe from the sideline to say, hey, this is how maybe she plays, or and so forth?
Yeah, I think with anybody getting injured, especially athletes, they get to look at the game through a different perspective and try to learn a lot from coach and stay in his ear and see what he sees. But yeah, you definitely get to see things from a different perspective and learn more about your teammates and about what they should and shouldn't do and try to coach them up and apply that to your game when you get back.
You know Izzy really well, but how has she fit in on the team? Is there anything you've seen from her that you say, oh, she's gotten a lot better at that or at this, and how is she messing with that?
She's doing really well. I mean, she's a scorer. She's a natural-born scorer, so she's continued to do that in high school, and she's going to do it here. So she's fit in really well. I think all the freshmen in Dork have fit in really well. There's a lot of different personalities that mix with this team, so I think everybody's meshing together well.
Just looking back with your ankle, is that something that you knew you would have to get taken care of, or how did that kind of?
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to push it off as far as possible. I think that I did that enough. So just to get that done and over with, it made it better that it was a summer session that I could do it. So it didn't affect me during the season. But I knew it was something I had to get taken care of in the future.
You worked hard to get Izzy here. What's it like to have her here now?
It's awesome. I mean, yeah, I worked really hard. It was a long process. She committed late. So for her to finally be here and for that process of recruiting her to be over and just enjoying going to school together and playing together, it's fun and it was worth it.
Do you remind her sometimes of what work you put in?
Yeah, all the time. I'm in her ear all the time. I'm still trying to help her out. Just with me having a year experience here, I always try to help her out. The other freshmen in Dorka and anybody that hasn't been here. But yeah, no, it's awesome, and I give her a hard time for it all the time.
In some ways, does it feel like a repeat freshman year for you, just with all the new stuff that last year was such a whirlwind? Just experience-wise, outside of basketball, does it feel like a whole new year?
Yeah, I mean, it was different, but it was like I hadn't been to college before, so it was like the freshman experience that I knew. So this is obviously different, a lot different. It kind of is like a freshman year all over again, but I'm definitely a sophomore now. But no, it's fun getting to do all the things that a normal college kid would be able to do.
Paige, there's been a lot of talk about how much money you can make this year. What has that been like for you? Are you planning on doing that? Do you think it means that you might stay in college longer than you would have? And how has it been on the team with some people knowing some players are going to make money, some players are not?
I'm going to be honest, I haven't really talked to a whole lot of people about it. I've just tried to keep my peace and my sanity. I know that a lot of people have been going crazy and doing a whole bunch of deals and stuff, but I'm not really ready for that yet. I didn't know what it was going to look like, what it was going to be like, who's going to talk to me, who's not. But it's all kind of new. It's new for me, it's new for everybody, so everybody's going to deal with it in a different way. And I've just tried to stay focused, and I've talked to Coach about it, and he's helped me sort of. I want to keep my priorities straight, because as soon as I have a bad game, it's going to be like, oh, she needs to focus on basketball and not commercial deals and stuff like that. So I just don't want it to get in the way. But obviously I'm going to capitalize on opportunities that I get. But I want to get a person, and maybe an agent, maybe a financial advisor to help me with all that, because I'm not really good with all that stuff yet.
Are you worried about jealousy among teammates about this kind of stuff dividing this team?
No, our team is not focused on that at all. I think that's the great thing about our team is we're not focused about who's getting what, who's getting paid, who's getting all the attention. We're a really selfless team, and I don't think that's going to change with the NIL.
Have you been approached by anyone yet, or your family been approached about? Yeah.
Yeah, I've had people contact me and contact my family, contact the coaches, but I haven't really. I mean, they're probably mad at me because I haven't done a good job of contacting them back. But I mean, once I'm ready, I think it's important for me to be able to want to do it, and not be forced to do it. So
you don't anticipate like rolling out something on the 12th, like guys they had Instagram videos on 12:02 on the first. Yeah, are you going to be ready to start doing stuff then, or do you anticipate it kind of dragging a little bit?
I don't really have a timetable. I just feel like once I'm mentally ready for all this stuff to start happening, and then I'll start with it. But I'm not really like in a rush to get things started, so it's just whenever I'm ready.
Do you worry about it being a distraction?
I mean, there's always that worry of it getting in the way, which is why I want to have a good team around me. And obviously the coaching staff and my teammates are going to help me with that too, and I'll help them as well. But I think with our team and our mentalities about the game, I don't think it's going to get in the way at all.
Do you think, though, this is overall a good thing for student athletes?
Yeah, I think it's a good thing to be able to capitalize off your image, your likeness, and just be able to get those opportunities. So I'm excited for everybody.
But what's it like to realize that you need to do this on your own time? Like, that's a mature approach to it that not every athlete is going to necessarily come to terms with right away. So how did you come to terms with, this is on my time, not on July 12th time, not on July 1st time?
Yeah, no, it's important for me to just take a hold of what I want to do in life and my responsibilities. I'm not going to push on anybody else, and I'm not going to let people force me to do things and just make people get in my head about things. I want to be able to stay true to myself and not let all the money and notoriety get to me. So I just want to be Paige Bueckers, and I don't want to change with the money. I don't want to change with the NIL. So just me staying me, that's the biggest thing for me.
Even without, fans last year, you brought an energy to stores that we have not seen in a while. But how do you put that out of your mind and just focus on sophomore season?
That's what I came here to do, play basketball. So, all this NIL stuff is new, so I haven't really thought about it. It hasn't been a thing for me until now, which it's kind of forced upon all of us. But the main thing for me is just playing basketball and having fun. I don't want to let any of that get in the way of that. And just, I'm really excited to have fans and enjoy that whole college experience. So that's what I'm looking forward to the most.
Well, your game, especially, you brought such an energy, and you came up through big time in clutch situations. So that's what I mean. It's just, how do you put that out of your mind and just focus on not necessarily being, just having a sophomore season, not worrying about following up a freshman year?
Oh, no. This is a completely new season, a completely new team. I'm just focused on making each other better and winning as a team. And having fun. We obviously had a lot of fun last year, but to be able to play in front of crowds, to play in front of people rooting for us and against us, I'm just excited for that.
Paige, you've always been a team first player. What's next other than winning a national championship?
That's all I'm focused on, is winning a national championship. I don't care about any individual awards. I want everybody else to get the attention on our team. I think enough has been on me my freshman year, so just winning a national championship is what I'm focused on.
What does it mean to you to have Athena choose to come back?
It means everything. If she would have left, I would have been really, really sad about that. So for her to come back, that just speaks to her as a person. She committed to this, and I'm sure she came back for us and to try to win a national championship, because we came up short last year. But yeah, it's great that she came back.